Right guys, let's talk about no straps rowing. So this is a really good tool to use on your warm-ups to enhance your rowing technique or possibly identify some faults within your rowing technique. So commonly when athletes are rowing, we'll see them excessively lean back at the end of their stroke, and then they're pulling heavily on the straps, and then we'll find that if they're rowing for a few minutes, the straps become very loose. Now, why does this happen? And it all comes down to how you enter the dry phase of your row. So in our catch position, we want to look something like this. With our knees over the ankles, we want a gap between our seat and our heels. And what athletes will typically do to initiate their row is lean back to start their dry phase. And then that offsets our center of mass. And then at the back end of the stroke, we're essentially going to fall off the rower if we don't have our straps. So not only is it taxing for the midline and hip flexors, you're also losing a lot of power through your legs. So what should happen instead is from this catch position, we want to push with the legs, then lean and pull. And if we can do that, we're going to get more power through the stroke, and we're going to be less taxed through these counterparts. So if we were to take the straps off and we row, we would encourage you to start quite conservatively in case your rowing technique isn't up to scratch. But then after a few strokes, we should be able to build the pace. And there I'm pulling 1600 cal per hour, okay? And you'll notice that my feet weren't lifting off the pedals at all. Now, why are we leaning back from the dry phase? It could be just a bad technique in which we just think about leaning back too soon, but there is also a second cause, and that is how we enter the recovery phase. So at the back end of our stroke, we want to straighten our arms, lean forward, and then bend the knees. And that pretty much sets us up for success. But some athletes will slide their butt in first, and then the arms will straighten. And automatically I'm in this back leaning position, and it's very hard for me not to lean back at the end of my stroke. So having a good recovery, ensuring that we arms, lean, and slide will then set us up for success to then go in the opposite direction, which is push, lean, and pull. So guys, the next time you're doing a rower workout, we would encourage you to do 2 to 3 rounds of 10 strokes without using the straps to help you build better rowing technique. And then of course, once you enter your workout, use the straps. Having that little bit of extra support and your ability to lean back slightly will always enhance your power on the machine.